Hello and welcome to PlayStation Racer. My name is Mitchell Morgan and today we're back with another world circuit race. A little bit slower than the one that we did before, but we are still at Tokyo. We're on the hard settings and this is going to be the Kai Cup. So we were running a very quick Aston Martin VGT in the last one. This one is going to be a much shorter and a much slower race, but probably no less frantic. So the car that I'm using is the Suzuki Cappuccino 91. We have got the output adjustment to 100, the ballast at 85, and we got the power restrictor at 100 for this particular one. In fact, I haven't even got the power restrictor fitted. I've done a few other modifications to this car, so please pause the video if you want to see what modifications I've done. They are the normal, but this is the lightweight K Cup at the Tokyo Expressway, and we are going to be starting in 16th, so not quite last, but we need to get to the front of the pack and win this race to get the gold trophy. And I remind you that this is all about getting the gold trophy. It's not about fastest laps, it's not about clean races, so we are just going to go for it. Only 3 laps this one, so far fewer than the one before, and as you can see we're just going to have to take every single opportunity to get through this traffic as quickly as we can. We are a full 10 seconds, nearly 10.5 seconds away from the leader. But as we go down into this really tight right-hander, you can see that that margin has already dropped to around about 9.5 seconds, and we are overtaking quite cleanly the cars around us. A little bit of a slide on the exit as we tried to get the power down a little bit too aggressively. Just need to be a tad careful with that. But this really is just a case of pushing, and just trying to get through this traffic. Again, we are only up to 11th place at the moment, looking to do a move on this little green car in 10th place at the moment. Also looking to slipstream. The AI brakes there, I didn't need to, which has given us a nice overtake, and it's also given us the opportunity to overtake a number of other cars here, because if they've all hit the brakes through that section and we don't, then that is going to absolutely carry us through. So as we just go through this corner here, we are up into 6th place, shortly to be 5, and that's not too bad considering we're still on the first lap. Just be a little bit careful through the chicane. I very often went sideways and even spun it a number of times as we come out of the chicane, so that is just something to really be minded of. Overtaking the 4th placed runner to claim that 4th place, so it's 3 cars now in front of us, 7.2 seconds to the car in front, so we have got to step on it. We need to try and get a little bit more speed out of this car. And you can see here that the 4th gear through here, I'm using the hatchings, using all of the roads, still in 4th gear. It's a little bit slippery underfoot. We're on the Comfort soft tyres, so that is giving us a little bit of grip and clearing some of the water. And now suddenly we've got the gap down to 3.5 seconds by running in some clean air. So that gap really came down. I was getting quite worried that we were not going to catch up with these guys, let alone overtake them. But at this point, around this 2nd lap of this circuit, we are now in visual distance of the front runner, our mate Fragger out the front, but we've got Maizono and Gallo to get past first of all. So just sizing up the number 3 place car at the moment. Do we go up the inside? Yes, that opened. Just managed to squeeze through by the Toyota, by the Honda as well. That was quite an opportunity. There's just a small gap opened up. We managed to put the car down the inside and managed to get that move done. So now we're right on the back of the #1 runner. Unfortunately, we just caught the barrier slightly there, which has taken some of our speed off. But we've managed to get the speed down as we enter into the chicane, and that move was done. Now, I haven't discussed my braking and turning points around the track for this one because we've been in traffic pretty much all the way through this race, and I had to think about my braking points and turning points accordingly to get this car into the lead, which we've now done by just over half a second. So as we come down into this corner, we just stay flat through here in 5th gear. We're looking for around about the 100-meter board and then just slowing it down 4th gear just to carry the speed through that corner. Staying pretty much in the middle of the track, still 4th gear, looking for the inside of that, and then slowly drift across to the right hand side, bring it back to the left. I found that 4th gear through here really balanced the car a lot nicer than going down to 3rd and 4th, 5th, and then up and down through the gears. So just 4th gear all the way down to this section, 5th very shortly, and then down into 2nd gear. Just get this turned in over this curb, around the hairpin, back on the power as soon as we can. This is the final lap now, so we're sitting pretty well. We are on 2.5 seconds ahead of the car behind. 4th gear through here, just running up through the gears as we go through this section. Flat through here, and you can see that I'm just staying well away from the walls right now. With a 2.5 second lead, I don't really need to take any massive chances. We just really need to bring this home now and to claim that gold trophy that we so need. So we did a 2:10.9 for the second lap. I don't know whether that is good or not, but it was certainly good enough to get us into 1st place, and then we've managed to stay there as soon as we did hit the front of the pack. So down into the chicane for the last time, bearing the brake pedal, 3rd gear through there. I think I was braking around about the 100-meter board. On the accelerator, just feathering the throttle slightly through here in 4th gear, and then we should be able to see the checker flag in just a moment being waved just around this corner, and we can come across the line in 4th gear for a relatively nice, easy win. The main part of that one was just to get through the traffic in the early part of the race, then chase down the leaders and then pick them off one at a time. So that's 48,000 credits, another clean race bonus, which is a bit of a surprise, but we'll take that every day. And there we go, there is the little Suzuki, little 2-seater. I think this one is quite a nice little car to drive around here. Certainly had the grunt and performance for this particular race, and managed to make that one relatively easy using that car and that setup. No strategy, it was just a straightforward sprint, nobody pitting, nice short race. So thank you ever so much for watching this video. If you are new around here, please consider hitting the subscribe button to help me on my journey towards that elusive 1,000 subscribers, which I'm hoping to hit by the end of the year. Please hit a like button for the video, because that really will help me out a lot as well. Neither of those two things will cost you a penny, but they really do make a big difference to me as the person running this particular channel. And if you are a current subscriber, thank you ever so much for continuing to support me. I really, really, really appreciate it. So there we go. That was the lightweight Kai Cup on the Tokyo Expressway, one of the shorter circuits. Quite a busy race in the early part. Once we hit the front, it all settled down, but that's how I went about doing this one. I hope you found this video useful and informative, and I look forward to seeing you on another video coming very, very soon. For now, take care. Bye bye.